If you were to take a drive along the winding Pacific Coast Highway and venture a little off the beaten path, you might come across Sunset Harbor, a postcard-perfect coastal town tucked between rugged cliffs and the vast, glistening ocean. The air here smells faintly of salt and blooming wildflowers. Seagulls wheel lazily overhead, and fishing boats bob gently in the marina. It looks like the kind of place you'd visit for a weekend getaway, take a few scenic photos, and then leave behind. But Sunset Harbor holds a secret, one that has quietly attracted the attention of doctors, nutritionists, and longevity researchers alike. The small community is home to an unusually high number of seniors living vibrant. Independent lives well into their 80s, 90s, and beyond. In Sunset Harbor, it's not rare to see an 87-year-old man strolling briskly along the shoreline with his dog, or a 92-year-old woman tending to her vegetable garden without so much as a hunch in her back. These people aren't just alive, they're thriving. If you're thinking, well, they must have access to expensive supplements, elite personal trainers, or cutting-edge medical treatments, you'd be wrong. In fact, most of them have never even set foot in a boutique gym or ordered a trendy health drink. Their secret: 3 simple daily habits, practiced with near-religious consistency. They are so woven into the rhythm of life in Sunset Harbor that the locals hardly think of them as health strategies at all. They're just part of living well. And yet, these same habits, if adopted widely, could help Americans everywhere. Improve cardiovascular health, reduce stroke risk, and enjoy a higher quality of life well into old age. Let's take a closer look at what makes these practices so powerful and how you can incorporate them into your own routine. Secret number 1. The sacred breakfast ritual. In much of modern America, breakfast has become an afterthought, or worse, an inconvenience. Between the morning rush, packed schedules, and the allure of just grabbing something quick, many people skip it altogether or settle for a coffee and a sugary pastry on the go. But in Sunset Harbor, breakfast is sacred. It is not merely the first meal of the day. It is the cornerstone that sets the tone for energy, focus, and physical stability for the next 12 to 16 hours. Why breakfast matters for longevity. Skipping breakfast forces the body into a stress mode. When you haven't eaten for 8 to 10 hours overnight, your blood sugar is already at its lowest. If you delay eating even further, the body responds by releasing stress hormones such as cortisol to mobilize energy. This can spike blood pressure, increase heart rate, and make your heart work harder. For older adults, this stress response can be dangerous, increasing the risk of arrhythmias, strokes, and other cardiovascular events. In Sunset Harbor, the elders start their day in a very different way, with a light, nourishing meal designed to gently wake up the digestive system. A typical Sunset Harbor breakfast: oatmeal with berries, steel-cut oats simmered slowly, topped with fresh blueberries, strawberries, or raspberries. These berries are rich in anthocyanins, antioxidants shown in studies to improve blood vessel elasticity and lower blood pressure. Whole wheat toast with avocado, a small slice, lightly toasted. Spread with ripe avocado for healthy monounsaturated fats that help stabilize cholesterol levels. Green tea, brewed fresh, never instant. Green tea contains catechins, compounds associated with improved brain function and reduced cardiovascular risk. This is not a feast, it's not drenched in butter or sugar. It's balanced, containing fiber, healthy fats, and gentle caffeine from the tea. The goal is steady energy and stable blood pressure, not the roller coaster of a high-sugar breakfast. The Stroke Connection medical research supports what the people of Sunset Harbor have known intuitively. A morning meal like this helps avoid the dramatic spikes and crashes in blood sugar and blood pressure that can damage arteries over time. Skipping breakfast, on the other hand, has been linked to higher risk of hypertension, increased LDL bad cholesterol, greater likelihood of obesity, and metabolic syndrome. Secret number 2. The art of slow living. If you've ever lived in a big American city, you know the rhythm. Alarms blaring at 6:30 a.m., frantic showers, quick coffee, and a race to beat traffic. Life is lived at a sprint, and stress becomes a constant companion. Sunset Harbor residents have rejected this model completely. Here, life moves at a deliberate, unhurried pace, And it's not laziness, it's strategy. What's slow living? Looks like a day often begins at 6 a.m., but not with chaos. Residents rise naturally, open their windows to let in the salty ocean air, and take a gentle 15 to 20-minute walk before breakfast. There's no speed walking, no competition, just movement. People greet neighbors, stop to watch fishing boats leaving the harbor, or admire the morning light on the water by starting the day without rushing. They keep stress hormones low and avoid the constant fight-or-flight state that so many Americans live in without realizing it. Why this matters for stroke prevention: chronic stress is a silent saboteur of vascular health. When you're stressed, your adrenal glands pump out cortisol and adrenaline. Over time, these hormones can narrow blood vessels, increase plaque buildup in arteries, cause persistent high blood pressure. In Sunset Harbor, the slow pace isn't just a luxury, it's a protective factor for the brain, heart, and arteries. Practical takeaway for modern life: even if you live in a busy city, you can adopt elements of slow living. Wake up 20 minutes earlier. To avoid rushing, start the day with a short, peaceful walk. Build small pauses into your schedule, even if only for deep breathing. Secret number 3, avoiding overlooked, dangerous habits. Sometimes the habits that hurt us most are the ones we barely think about. In Sunset Harbor, people are acutely aware of these small dangers and avoid them as a matter of daily discipline. 1. Not getting enough sleep. Many Americans wear sleep deprivation like a badge of honor, thinking it shows dedication and productivity. But consistently sleeping less than 6 hours per night is a direct hit to brain and heart health. Lack of sleep raises blood pressure, disrupts blood sugar regulation, increases inflammation in blood vessels, impairs the brain's overnight cleanup process, allowing toxins to build up. To late night showers. This one surprises many outsiders, but Sunset Harbor elders avoid late night showers, especially after a long day of physical work. Why? Sudden changes in body temperature can trigger blood vessel constriction, leading to unstable blood pressure. For someone with already narrowed arteries, this can be the tipping point for a stroke. Instead, showers are taken earlier in the evening, allowing the body to settle into its natural cooling phase before sleep. 3. Not staying hydrated. Every morning in Sunset Harbor begins with a glass of warm water. This simple ritual hydrates the body after 8 hours of sleep, helps thin the blood, making circulation easier, gently stimulates digestion. Dehydration, especially in older adults, can make blood thicker and more prone to clotting, a direct stroke risk factor. The bigger picture: what's remarkable about Sunset Harbor's longevity is that it's not built on expensive or exotic interventions. There are no miracle pills here, no fad diets that require rare imported ingredients. Instead, there's a commitment to consistency, showing up for your health every single day in small, manageable ways. These habits: eat a balanced, gentle breakfast, live at a steady, unhurried pace, avoid small but dangerous daily habits. Might sound simple, but they address the very risk factors that modern life often ignores, and they do it in a way that is sustainable for decades.